Ooh. Oh, anyways, good morning, everybody. I'm Barrett, and welcome to another episode of What a Twist. I'm looking forward to this episode. We've got a couple good shows for you. The first one we're going to talk about today first came out back in 2017, has a rating of TV mature, and a running time of 1 hour and 36 minutes. It's on Netflix, and it's called I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore, and here's the trailer for it. So the main actress here, her name is Melanie Lynskey, is probably the main reason why this show was so good. I've only ever seen her in one other movie. She plays Leonardo DiCaprio's wife in that new Netflix movie called Don't Look Up. That's the only other show I've seen her in. Elijah Wood is the other reason why this show was so excellent. She's the kind of person who, I don't know what you might want to call her, like a natural born loser, maybe. People just walk over her and take advantage of her and are ignorant and mean to her. And Elijah Wood is one of her neighbors whose dog keeps on shitting in her yard. And that's not what makes her snap. She comes home and finds that a bunch of her stuff has been stolen. There's been a break-in, and she gets Elijah Wood to tag along with her to see if they can track down this missing silver that she has. And it all she progresses from being a shy, meek, timid woman to having enough and, you know, standing up for herself. And the show was a real slow burn. But the crazy shit that happens throughout the entire movie, like it's paced really well. I don't need it to be a fast-paced action movie for me to enjoy it. I thought it was an excellent film. If I had to give it a rating, which I will, it would be about 8.5, maybe a 9 out of 10. Like, it was excellent. It took me a long time to finally get around to watching it, but boy, am I glad that I did. Now, our second entry is a documentary series from National Geographic, which I watched on Disney Plus. We could not, for the life of us, find a good trailer. So what I'm going to do is I asked Daryl to go and look up a couple of pictures for us, and he did. He found a couple of excellent ones. It's called Lost Treasures of the Maya. Now, it first came out back in 2019 and has a rating of TV PG. And there's going to be a picture come up here in just a couple of seconds of the host, Albert Lynn. Now, I've seen him in a couple other documentaries, and he is an amazing host and is one of the biggest reasons why I was glued to this series. Like, I think I watched it all in one day. I just couldn't fucking get enough of it. I love ancient history, and I love finding out about a new technology that's, you know, permitting people to discover all these lost cities and stuff in the jungle, all over the world for that matter. But he mostly, well, obviously with a title like Secrets of the Maya, it's all about the Mayan civilization. It was an excellent show. He goes to a bunch of cities that have just been discovered and is talking to archaeologists and tech specialists for some of this new stuff to explain what they're looking at on computer monitors, and then he tries to go out there and look for it. Like, all in all, another really good series on Disney. Like, I'm so happy with their National Geographic. And here we have a picture of one of the temples. I think this is Chichen Itza, probably one of the most famous temples down there. But not all of them look like this in the show. It's really fun to see them discover these places and start looking around, and they're like fat kids in candy stores. It's awesome. This series would get an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10, just like the previous show we just talked about. If you're into ancient history, if you want to have a very knowledgeable and experienced host like Albert is, you will probably just love this series. I know I did, and I hope if you watch it, you liked it as much as I do. That's it for this episode of What a Twist. I would really like to thank you for stopping and watching. If you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome. And please don't forget to tell some friends about us. Hey, if you know somebody that might be interested in the channel, give us a shout out, all right? Have a good one.